morning, everybody. So this will be day 6 of the Foothills through hike, and it is Wednesday, September 6th, 2023, 9:41 in the morning. I almost have everything packed up, so I'm running a little behind schedule. I couldn't sleep last night for whatever reason. I was wide awake till like 3 a.m. But anyway, gonna finish packing up and then get started out of here. Don't know what the goal is for today. There's a campsite riverside about 15 miles away, but it's over 3,000 foot of ascent to get there. It's hot, so we'll just see. I ain't making no guarantees to myself. But yeah, I want to get this thing done tomorrow, so I'll try to do enough miles so I can make that happen if possible. But if we run into Friday, I have an extra mashed potato just in case. I think this is the last campsite on the lake. There was somebody in it last night. But it's like all the rest of them. Climb down to the water and back. But a nice view. Here we are, according to the sign. We have arrived at Heartbreak Ridge. My heart's breaking already, just looking at the stairs. Oh well, that's part of it. So, got up 132 of those wooden steps, and there's a sitting bench that you can't sit on. The far out app says there's 280 something, so we got more of them in our future. This should be the most difficult of the day, I hope. As far as steep, anyway. Whew. Well, we're at the top, I believe. That was the last one. I stopped counting at like 130. I don't know. And you get all the way up here for this. I'm going to stand here for a minute, drink some water, see if I got cell service, and then we'll carry on. Here's the twin for the westbounders, Heartbreak Ridge. I would have to say, concerning Heartbreak Ridge, it appears to be easier going westbound. But from what I've seen of the trail, that's the only thing. It ain't by much. Maybe 100 less steps, maybe. But we haven't got to the bottom of the hill either. Just the sign. So that's subject to change, I guess. Man, these spiders are something else. Nice little campsite, a creek. And of course a ton of garbage that animals have already strewn out. The trail's back down, falling along the lake now. Whew. Oh, how clear that is. Man, oh man. Go away, gnats. So I had to stop here for a pack-off break. Whew. This spot has self-service with Verizon, and I turned my phone on and actually started getting notifications in. And since I haven't received even responses from my wife this day before yesterday, I've been sending out when I had a bar, but I don't know if she got them. I'm gonna chill here for a minute, and then there's a water source up here I'm gonna have to stop at. But it says it's unreliable. Go figure. This time I always leave camp with 2 quarts of water. Always. And I end up carrying water all the time, running into people and they're like, oh, it's so great, you don't have to carry water. So this morning I left with about a quart, about a half quart in each canteen. Yeah, I got less than a third of a quart. This water source says it's unreliable and the next water source is 2 miles away. Well, what can you do? I know it's hot, so I'm just going to try to cool down some. Shorts, my legs are soaked with sweat. It's crazy. Well, I made it to the unreliable water source, and there is water, but it's going to be a pain to get to it. From whichever side you wanted to go. But it's either that or hike another 2 miles without water, and that's not happening on a day like today. So down through the bushes we're going to go. Hopefully it caught the hawk. We're sounding off pretty good. As soon as the camera turns on, it stops. There it went. Maybe it picked it up. So I was walking along the trail and I saw that piece of fresh pine there. And I was like, well, that's just random out of nowhere. Then I turned around and I saw those pieces and the piece over there. And that lightning strike, I guess, blew that out. Interesting. Fairly recent. But yeah, would not want to have been standing here that day. Stop and take a break at Becky's Branch campsite, and apparently where this intersection's at, the Foothills trail is going to keep going that way, and I came that direction. But this is the boat access, and it's like 0.2 miles to the lake. So I'm going to walk down there. It's 2 o'clock and see what it looks like. Because an hour in the lake right now would be nice. I see a nest sign, 22.6 miles of Table Rock. and looking to go far out. And it says 22.5. Like, yeah, I should definitely be able to get it done and finish tomorrow. There's a little one. Yeah. Man, it's like the best looking thing ever right here. I could deal without all the sun, but Laurel Fork Trail access. Well, it's going to be the wash the sweat out of my clothes access right now. Oh, man. Break time. Well, swim time's over. Had some kayakers show up at, we're at the campsite I was at last night. They're going to stay here at the Becky's Branch tonight. Oops. Sorry. So, I'm going to stroll this 0.3 back to the trail, and we'll decide as the day goes on where we're going to end at. We're back up at the sign at the Foothills Trail. Now, when I first started down that way, I passed two ladies. Well, it was almost down at the lake or the water. I ran into them. They were heading out with their dog. I don't know if I cleared out all the spider webs for them. They were going this way. So that means, I don't know how far they were going. At least for a little ways, there should not be any spider webs. They were both shorter than me though, so I don't know. I still might catch all of them to the face. Oh, that swim was so wonderful. I'm glad I passed up the one this morning and caught that one. That was perfect timing. Let's see what we got to come up. The waterfall was right there where we were swimming a while ago, but couldn't see it. Oh, there. And then there's another cascade and another cascade. I might have to look into some kayaking around here for sure. There's a sign there. Of course, there's a trail behind it. And this trail takes you right to the top of the waterfall. And yeah, not doing it. Looks like there might be a campsite back there. A little steep, a little sketchy. Too many people fall off waterfalls. I think the best way to see that one would be from the lake. I have to put that on my list. Sinkhole in the trail. Water running out of there. Probably just the creek trying to recover its original bed. I'm sure they filled in somehow or whatever when they made this road. Just a nice campsite right off the trail. Of course, there's a dirt road right over there too. Nice creek. Nice little soaking hole right over there. I don't think I'm going to be staying here, but I am going to take a short break. I'm starting. Oh look, we get a little waterfall right over there. I'm starting to get hot. I'm going to take my pack off. Let my back cool a minute, drink some water, and evaluate the situation. Nice little creek. Same one that run by that side of that while ago. I just looked at the name of it, now I can't remember. At that parking area a little bit ago, I figured that's where the two ladies ran in the lake probably came from, because they were just day hikers or whatever. That's the Laurel Fork campsite. But I still haven't hit any spider webs, so I don't know. I don't know how far they hike. Some old foundations for something. I would say a bridge, but I don't see no foundations on the other side, and it looks like it goes straight uphill, so I don't know. Just been kind of following along this same creek, zigzagging back and forth. A small campsite. So far so good on the spiders. So those ladies must have went this way. Best trail magic of the Foothills Trail. Day hikers walking their dog, cleaning the spider webs out. This is the Virginia Hawkins campsite. At the creek over that footbridge I just crossed. The trail's all kind of confusing. There's blazes over there. But then the tree up there looks like it has two blazes, so I don't know if that's why. But, ooh. There's a hornet's nest under there. Oh yeah. And a hornet's nest under that one. I don't see any hornets. So we'll assume they're not there. But go down here to these. I'm going to chill out here for a minute and decide what I want to do. At this point we have, I think it's like 19.6 miles left. So take a rest break and we'll go from there. So it's 5:28, and I think what I'm going to do is continue 2 more miles to the Flat Rock campsite. For one, hiking without spiderwebs so far has just been wonderful. I just can't tell you. So hopefully in the next 2 miles there'll be no spiderweb. But I'd rather take 2 spiderwebs a day of no 2 miles today of no spiderweb than 2 miles tomorrow morning with nothing but. But also this other site says there's self-service with Verizon. And I have AT&T, and so far where it said self-service with Verizon, I've had it for the most part. There's been once or twice it's been like scattered or whatever. So I'm going to take the chance, do the 2 miles. It says it's 600 foot of elevation gain. But looking at the profile, it doesn't look much different. We've been going uphill since we got out of the lake. It's just been gradual. So yeah, I'm going to try that 2 miles to the Flat Rock campsite and call it good for there. And then tomorrow that leaves us with about 17 something miles left to the finish line. So I put the backpack on and started on up the mountain. It says there's an overlook, so hopefully we can get a better look. Yeah, maybe right up here. At the staircases. See what we had to do first thing in the morning? Virginia Hawkins Fall. So I was hammock camping this time, and put my hammock up right there. That's pretty cool. I like all the little cascades. There we go. Best view I can get for you, I believe. Like this morning, we got a sit bench. Now we're at the top of the waterfall now. And we still got more steps. But these aren't too bad. And I can tell from all the daylight through the trees. It shouldn't be that many more. And then this will be the worst climb from here to camp. See if I can get it before he scurries away. What's that, dude? Right down in his hole. You ain't got the hole back there. You thought you had. This is the second snake I've seen. But just the first one I was able to get video on. Just a black snake. I think it could be a king snake. His belly looked a little different. And it's like, are you gonna eat me or what? I think it is a king snake. You can see, well, maybe not with the camera, but on the sides there. It's not all black. It's got some splotches of stuff. But yeah, its belly is not solid color like a black racer would normally be. I think it's a king snake. But I'm not a snake expert. It's pretty long for a black rat snake too. Or the ones I've seen. Well, that was cool. Had quite a few of these staircases. One or two has been kind of steep. Oh, I got to the next one after I made the video. And, oh, looked in to see how far it was. It's 1 mile, 300 and something feet. Oh, and they said there was a cistern and a creek at this campsite. I hope there's water in them, because that's currently all I got. Oh, and I really don't want to, well, I would look ahead on the trail, see where the next water's at. Either keep moving or go without my pack. Here we are, another staircase. I'm going to catch my breath and let that water settle a little bit, and then push on to camp.